incredible transformation. Accepting our makeup and hair honoree, we have Kazu Hiro from Maestro. Good to see you again. Are you all having fun, learning a lot? Okay, he was here 5 years ago. Kazu was honored, and so it's amazing to have you back. Bradley Cooper, that transformation is phenomenal.
Thank you.
Your work, I mean, talk about where do you begin when Bradley says, Kazu, I need you. My next movie is going to be Leonard Bernstein.
Yeah, it's, like Leonard Bernstein was kind of special person for me since I was a kid. He was a big inspiration when I saw a documentary when I was 20, and at that time I thought, I was already studying makeup, so I wanted to work on a film about him. And after 36 years, Bradley texted me, this is Bradley Cooper. Are you interested in working on a movie about Leonard Bernstein? And of course, I jumped on it. And I realized that after we finished the film, I asked him, okay, what made you decide to work with me? And so Bradley was working with Guillermo del Toro on A Nightmare Alley. And he asked Guillermo, who do you recommend? And Guillermo told Bradley, Kazu is the only one who can do this. So that was why I got the text.
It's amazing, right? What an amazing story. We follow Lenny from when he's 27 through to the later years of his life. And, that opening frame of Maestro, when we see the hair and we see the face, and you're like, wait, that's not Bradley Cooper that I'm watching. Talk about that transformation at the end and how long that took and what went into that process.
Final
stage.
Yeah, so what you saw was a final stage, and that was the first day of the filming. And it wasn't scheduled that way because first day was the youngest scene, and we were in a Tanglewood where we shot. And a week before the filming, I got COVID. And so, without me, there's no Lenny, so they had to change the whole schedule. And that was the first day I just recovered, from COVID. And so that makeup, this process was like 5 hours. So our call time was 1 o'clock, and to start the makeup and finish. And every day we have to finish the makeup before the crew call. And so, he showed up as a Lenny on set, and he set up the filming, and we start filming every day, yeah.
How many different stages did you have for the film for Lenny?
Yeah, 5 different stages, from pretty much from 25 to every 10 years, yes.
Talk about that gradual, transformation and what you wanted to do so that it wasn't like a caricature and just looked real, natural aging.
Yeah, that was the important part because, me and Bradley respected Lenny so much. And so we wanted to represent him in an authentic way. And, Lenny was my hero. So, he has such an iconic look. So we were figuring out what would be the best combination of a look of a Lenny on a Bradley. And we also had to think about a practical way to do a makeup because he will be in a makeup, he was in a makeup for 50 days. And so, and he had to direct and act and produce and co-write in the movie. So it has to be kind of, still took 2 hours to 5 hours, and it depends on the stage. But figuring out, okay, what would be the least amount we can do, but still look like Lenny. And also, everybody ages in different way, and the age shows their story of their life too. So have to reflect that part too. So we spent a lot of time to figuring out, we did a lot of tests and a film test, and we had a meeting, and we were talking about, okay, is this the right way to go, or what to cut out, what is not necessary, because sometimes it's, what not to do is sometimes important than, just doing a lot. So, yeah.
When did you know, and Bradley know, that you actually had cracked the transformation? You're like, we've got it. He looks like Lenny. He doesn't look like Bradley.
Right. It's like, we are both like a perfectionist. And so it was a really such a joyful experience, because every time, okay, it looks good, but what can we do better? And so even like right before the filming, we did a film test, and we did like a final test in New York, because we started to film in New York. Okay, looks great, but the thing is, every day we do a makeup, and we look each other through the mirror, after we finish the makeup. And we're kind of looking at each other and thinking about it. And, there's a moment, I can see something in his eyes. And it was interesting, because without the communicating in words, we could tell each other, okay, this is something to change. So sometimes like one hair on eyebrows, or sometimes it's color, and sometimes like a sheen on the skin, because it's such a energetic person Lenny was. So we wanted to show that rawness and the life on the face too. So every day we are kind of changing something, and we are kind of joking about last day of the filming. It happened on the Ely Cathedral, and. And we are saying like, oh, we could do this another few years to film this, let's reshoot everything and do another one. So we were talking about like that. We were working together like that.
There you go. Yeah. Love that little insight. Kazu, thank you so much, and we'll see you back for the conversation. And let's look at a clip from Oppenheimer again.